What is going on YouTube? Lamont on the run. And today we got some news in the tubes of you in relation to the legacy of Tyre Nichols and the possible hit that it is going to take from here on out. So let me explain in case you guys don't know. Tyre Nichols was the man that Memphis police officers beat to death. He's already had his funeral. The Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, attended it, politicizing it even more so. Not a good look optics-wise. Whatever. So, a couple days ago, I was watching a YouTuber by the name of O'Shea Duke Jackson. And he was talking about a story from another YouTuber named Paris Milan, who did a little bit of digging into Tyree's social media and found some rather distasteful comments in regards to black women. Now, let's dive into this a little bit, and I want to hear what you guys think about all of this. Now, a little bit of news on the front with Tyre Nichols is that the police officers, one of them reportedly took a picture of Tyree and then sent it out to a couple of his buddies and maybe a girlfriend. So not looking good for those officers, that's for sure. So if you look into his social media, everything looks fine, right? Everything looks prototypical of somebody in his age, race, demographic, what have you, and what they would post. So he has some pretty pro-black posts, which is, there's no problem with that. He has a Black Power sticker, the Black Lives Matter fist. He has a San Francisco Giants LGBTQIA plus community color rainbow flag thing, right? It's good to be inclusive. There's nothing wrong with being inclusive, right? So he's checking all the boxes the way you're supposed to when you're woke. You know what I mean? So he says on this post, quote, "A message to humanity. The dark skin is the first ever, so if anything is to be superior, it would be the black skin. Everything derives from black to lastly white, which created, quote, Eve gene, unquote. So the human race derives from black first and foremost." That's pretty pro-black, right? Nothing wrong with that. Another post, he says, "I don't usually post things like this, but America has a serious racial issue. I just read a story about a woman being shot in the head because she told a man to wear a mask in her workplace. I blame him for his actions, but I also blame the same supremacist that taught the nation how to hate people of color. A mask, really? So you just decided someone lived because you don't want to follow rules? Sick." I find that kind of odd how he posted that. And then he ended up not following rules, even though, in a sense, it was very wrong what the police officers did. I find that rather odd, to say the least. Now we got some pro, black stuff from him, right? And nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with being pro-black. I don't think there's anything wrong with being pro-white. I think it's all rather silly because you had no bearing on what you were born as, but that's just me being silly. Now, you have to kind of wonder, right? It's already been, 2 weeks now that he was killed? Now, one thought across my mind that I was thinking about, but I was too busy to really think about it, to really dig in, was I knew he had a kid, but for some strange reason, the mother, the girlfriend, the wife, she was nowhere to be found. No pictures of them together as a happy family. Oh, we all heard about his mother and his stepfather being there. So we don't know where his dad is, and we don't know where his girlfriend slash wife or his child is. We don't know that situation because the media wasn't speaking about that. So I never really gave it some thought. You know, the only thing I was thinking of was, I wonder why they're not showing her. She must either be white or they don't get along and she's gonna trash him. And my assertions were correct. This is a picture of Tyree with his, quote, other mom. Not the mom that was crying for her dead son, but the other one who happens to be white. Happy Mother's Day to my other mom, Lori Volker. Words can't express the appreciation I have for you. Not only are you the best to your own children, but a big blessing to the ones that weren't. To you, treated us all like we were your own, and that's all us siblings can I ask for, that you can ask for. Love you, moms. No sign of a happy Mother's Day to his black mother on his social media, but hey, you know, you put what you want to put on there, right? Okay, so I spent way too much time on this story, digging and digging. I don't have a laptop, so it probably would have been easier if I had one. So I did not want to bother with trying to find a picture of his girlfriend. If I find it, I'll post it in the video, but it doesn't really matter because we all know that she's white. And we all know that when somebody in his situation, you know, wrongfully and unjustly is killed by police, optics are always a good thing. And, you know, certain people on certain sides of the coin are going to want him to look, let's just say it, look as black as possible. Tyree is a black man. It's not a good look optics wise to have him be seen with a white woman outside of his race. You want to be as black as possible when it comes to public opinion and the public feeling sorry for you. However, black women are not feeling Tyre Nichols today or tomorrow or for a long time. Yeah, see, Tyre Nichols to black women, he has, his legacy, his memory has lost a lot of sympathy from black women on social media, from what I've seen and the posts that I've read. So why are black women kind of, you know, a little bit teed off about Tyre Nichols? Is it because he chose to bed down with a white woman having a mixed child? No, it's a few things that he said on social media that they didn't care for. So we have one right here of him putting out there, I need a white girl with blue eyes. He's replying to his friend winning ass Nick. I need a white girl with blue eyes. Okay. Let's see what else he put. Quote, a black girl fight. This should be interesting. All right. I'm not really sure what the problem with that is. But all right. He's about to witness two black women fighting over something probably not even worth fighting over. Okay. And then he says after that, witnessed a black girl fight. That's some crazy S. Okay. Now, that's a little bit weird, but we'll continue. Also, I don't have the exact quote with me. I did write it down, but I misplaced it. But right here he says, why do they always fly during a fight? Hashtag black girls wigs. Now, when I'm seeing this, me personally, this is just me personally, the way he's speaking about black women in these tweets or Facebook posts, whatever they are, he's disassociated from the black culture. You know how if I talking on YouTube and I say, so this black guy, or I say this Latino guy, or whatever I say, and people say, oh, why do you have to say the race? You're racist, blah, blah, blah. Why does the race matter in the story? Well, number one is I'm a visual person. And number two, when you're an opposite race of another race, you don't just say, hey, that guy. You'll say, it's normal to say, oh, hey, that white guy. For instance, if you're black and you're telling a story about two white guys fighting, you're not going to say, oh yeah, I seen two guys fighting at a bar, it was crazy. No, you're going to say, man, these two white guys came out and they just started fighting, because you're black. So that's just normal to call out the race of the opposite race when you're a different race than them. Everybody does it. If you don't do it, it's because, well, you're lying. So anyways, so that tells me that Tyre Nichols didn't really align himself with the black race yet. Now, I just told you that, he, espoused pro-black values. The problem, however, is when you have a son that is light-skinned and you're on social media saying how proud you are that your son came out so white, that's not a good look. That is not a good look. That is why black women are a little bit perturbed with Tyre Nichols. Some of the comments right here in the video that I watched Paris Milan talk about, they're not really feeling Tyre Nichols anymore. He lost a lot of sympathy points with some of these black women on social media. I mean, to say like, oh yeah, I'm so proud that my son came out so white. Man, that really, when I read that, I'm just like, damn, bro, like, really? I didn't care about the other stuff, but to put out, on one side of the coin, you're like, oh yeah, black is beautiful, we're the dominant race, but black is not beautiful enough to where you want to be with another black woman and have a black child, and then you're going out there saying like, oh, look how white my son is. I think that was kind of ill repute for that guy. I don't know. I still feel, bad for him and his family that whatever happened, him getting beat to death pretty much. So I still feel bad. But, it's like anything in life. When you get into the spotlight, in the public spotlight, regardless of if it's for a good thing or a bad thing, people will always dig into your old social media posts to ridicule you, to defame you, to speak down on your legacy. And I'm not against it, because everything, social media is an open book, and you got to be careful that things that you said 5 years ago will be brought out against you. Now, do I think it's fair? Of course not. Because those things that were said could have been from a man who thought differently now. I mean, we'll never know, because he's no longer here. And, you have a bunch of posts, not a bunch, but a few, that appear that he's anti-black woman. He might be pro-black, but anti-black woman, I don't know. And I'm not going to lie, that is a nice car. I love, what is that, an 83? Yeah. I'm not going to lie, it's not a good look. And, maybe he just liked what he liked. Listen, there's no problem with being a race and liking another. Being attracted to a particular race. I like all of them. Like, I don't think, maybe Wednesday, I think I'd like white women better. Maybe Thursday, black women better. I really, honestly, can't even choose. I think it's all the same to me. I mean, if you're good looking, you're good looking. If you're not, you're not. I'll never have kids because I'm too selfish. But I wouldn't care what race my kid was, as long as he came out healthy. And according to Tyre Nichols, he didn't care much about his kid coming out healthy as much as he came out looking white. And that's not a good optic, in my personal opinion. And the media is complicit in, hiding the situation, not of what he said, but of, why wouldn't the girlfriend of the, want to be interviewed? Now, Newsmax, I believe they did interview the mother, but Newsmax is not a really big news organization. So it wasn't like CNN was inviting her on. And if they did, I don't know about it. And in that interview, the second mom, if you will, let me ask you a question. Not to really throw race out there in this, but I wonder how many people out there, in particular, how many black women would be upset if you had a black son and you called another woman that was white mom. I don't know. When I seen that, I was like, yeah, I don't know. If I was his mom, I'd be a little hurt. I'd be a little hurt. But you know what? I'm sure she was a second mom to him. I'm just saying, if I was Tyree's mom, yeah, that would sting a little bit. That would definitely sting a little bit. But I don't know how their relationship was. I guess it was good. I don't even know. I refuse to really dig into his past just because this is really kind of time-consuming stuff, and this isn't my main channel. And I do like this channel. I do like to keep this channel going, but I just didn't want to waste half of a day looking into this situation because I got other stuff to do. You know what I mean? Trying to work out, trying to lose weight, trying to keep the YouTube going. You know what I mean? Trying to come up with new ideas, stuff like that. But I really don't know why he moved. Now, originally, he was from Sacramento, it appears, or Northern California, somewhere in that area. And he moved to Memphis for some unknown reason. Oh, and he did post, if I didn't mention it earlier, he did post on his social media that California Mexican food is better than Texas Mexican food. And boy, that is the truth, Ruth. That is the absolute truth. I don't know what's going on with Mexican food out here in Texas, but it is not the business. I'd rather eat Mexican food from St. Louis, not slamming St. Louis. I'm just, going out, naming an average city. Hey, kitty, I see you. I see you. What are you doing? You playing in the rain? You playing in the rain? Hey, kitty, kitty. Are you just chilling or what? Are you hungry? You look like you eat. You want me to go back to my van and bring you some food? All right. I'll see you later. Anyways. So, yeah, this is an interesting development in this story. And I'm also, I'm going to talk a little bit later about my whole thoughts on this case, about the beating and what have you, like my ultimate thoughts, probably in a very near future video. And I'm pretty sure it'll be an opinion that I'll get quite a few people to unsubscribe. But what are you going to do? Am I supposed to just shut up and shut this channel down and then just shut up and, go to graves or crime scenes or something like that? I don't know. But, I don't know. That just goes to show you, you could be the biggest victim with everybody. Everybody feels sorry for you. And then all of a sudden, somebody digs up some old postings on social media and says, oh, wait a minute. This guy, he appears like he doesn't really like black women too much. And then they ain't giving two S's and an F about you. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about the whole thing. I'm curious to see your guys' comments. All right, guys. I got to do a little bit of research for my other channel, and then I got to get to the gym. I got to figure out a routine. All right, guys, catch up with you later. Have a good one. Peace out.